Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. Bring your attention onto your breath. The intent today is to breathe into what you feel. We're going to start with 2 rounds of Kapalabhati, 50 breaths. In between each round, come into Uddiyana. So try maybe a Baddha Konasana today. And inhale when you're done with the second Uddiyana. Exhale, stretching the chest forward. Come into a Baddha Konasana forward bend. And then come into a straddle. If a straddle is not comfortable for you, you can pull one leg in. And inhale and just come into a forward bend. And this is a really gentle forward bend. When you exhale, reach out through the feet. Press the back of the thighs into the floor. Inhale, telescope the ribs gently. Exhale, press the back of the thighs into the floor and reach through the feet. Inhale into your body. Even though your breath is just coming into the lungs, feel how that inhalation affects the rest of your body, all the way down to your toes. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere. And see if you can deepen the breath and allow that tension to begin to relax. Inhale, walk the hands up. Lift the knees, bring the feet in, and lay down for abdominals. Point your feet to the ceiling. If your legs don't want to be straight, you can keep your knees bent. Grab your mat or your blanket and put it between your thighs. Inhale, spread low back into the floor. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up, squeeze the mat. Exhale, take elbows towards the ceiling. Squeeze the mat, fold the low belly down. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Spread low back into the floor, hold the breath. Curl the tailbone up, squeeze the mat. Exhale, take elbows towards the ceiling. Squeeze the mat, fold the low belly down. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Do 4 more at your own pace. At the end of 4, bring the feet down to the ground. Remove the mat. I'm just going to change my orientation. We're going to come into a straddle. If your legs don't want to be straight, you can bend your knees. So you're in more of a frog pose. Inhale, spread low back into the floor. Exhale, reach through the feet, curl the tailbone up, and take elbows towards the ceiling. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Spread low back into the floor. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, spread through the legs. Reach elbows towards the ceiling, pull the low belly down. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Spread low back into the floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, take elbows towards the ceiling, curl the tailbone up, and reach through the feet. Pull the belly down towards the spine. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Spread low back into the floor. Exhale, take elbows towards the ceiling, reach out through the feet, and pull the low belly down towards the spine. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Take hands on either side of the legs. Pull the knees in. Set up for bridge. Today, let's do a bridge with either a block or your rolled up mat in between the thighs. Activate the feet. Inhale, telescope the ribs. Exhale, press into the feet, lift the hips. Inhale, telescope the ribs and lift the chest towards the chin. As you exhale, squeeze the thighs around the mat, lengthen the tailbone towards the knees. Activate the feet. Press into the pad under the great toe. Breathe into your body. And on your next exhale, bring down the upper back, the middle back, and the low back. And remove the block. Roll over onto your side. And we're not going to get up quite yet. You can put your rolled up mat or blanket down on your mat. And for starters, we're just going to lay over it. This rolled up blanket or mat should be under the rib cage, but above the hip bone. Just let gravity do its job. It hopefully goes without saying that if you're pregnant, you wouldn't be laying over a roll, and you wouldn't be laying on your stomach at all. An alternative to this pose, if you're pregnant, is to do a cat cow. Inhale, come onto your forearms. Press the forearms into the floor. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Inhale, pull the chest forward slightly. Lift the elbows off the floor, coming to a low cobra. And exhale. Press up onto hands and feet. Hands and knees, rather. And remove your roll. Coming into a gentle cat-cow. And then pressing back, sit on your heels. Get up. Let's meet in horse stance. So your feet are turned out at about 45 degrees. Try to walk your hands up to the crease between the thigh and the hip. See if you can straighten your arms. And then coming into twisting horse on an exhalation, turn to the right. Inhale forward and exhale, turn to the left. Inhale forward, straighten the legs. We're going to come into a forward bend. If you're a little bit unstable in the low back, you can bend your knees a little bit. Otherwise, we're just going to come into a straddle forward bend. An option is to do neck traction here. You can clasp your hands at the base of the skull and squeeze your elbows together so you're kind of clamping around your cheekbones, your jawbone. Release, inhale, roll up, with your neck and your head being the last things to come up. Come to the front of your mat for sun. Palms together in front of the chest. Make sure your rolled up mat is nearby. And also your blocks, if you want to have your blocks. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, left foot back for lunge. Exhale, plank. Bring your rolled up mat onto your mat. Knees down. Exhale all the way down over your mat. Inhale, low cobra over the roll. Exhale. Press back into downward dog. Again. Move your rolled up mat. Lunge, left foot forward. Inhale, breathe into your body. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms together in front of the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Lunge, inhale, right foot back. Exhale, plank. Bring the mat underneath your torso. And you can exhale down, knees up or knees down. Inhale, coming into low cobra. Exhale, pulling chest forward as you come back down. Press back into downward dog. Lunge, right forward. forward bend. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward bend. Now stepping the left leg back, we're actually going to come into lounge lunge. You can bring your left hand in front of the right foot and start to twist your torso towards the right leg. Right arm along right leg, and you can just sort of hug your knee into your chest. Relax your neck. Breathe into the left side of your body. Press the top of the left foot into the floor to reach the left leg back. Let the left hip hang towards the floor and let the left shoulder hike up towards the left ear. Breathe into your body and just feel the organic rate of release. Inhale, bring hands to frame the front foot. Sit back into plank. Bring your roll under the torso. Knees up or knees down. Lower all the way down. Low cobra. Inhale, reach chest forward as you come up. Exhale, reach chest forward as you come back down. Press back to down the dog. Move your mat out of the way. Inhale, left foot forward for lounge lunge on the other side. Okay. Before you twist, you can inhale, telescope the ribs forward, and then exhale, twist the torso towards the left leg. Relax your neck. Press the top of the right leg into the floor and reach the right leg back. Let the right hip fall towards the ground. Let your ribs open on the right side toward the ground. And let the right shoulder hike up. On the next inhale, bring the breath to telescope the entire ribcage. And then just experience the sensation of the breath in the body. Exhale, release. Both hands bring the front foot. Step forward and forward bend. Let your head hang. Inhale, bend your knees and roll out with your head, allowing to come up. Now grab your rolled up mat or blanket, whatever you have, and you're going to put it right between your legs, all the way up near the pubic bone. And you're going to squeeze it. Inhale, telescope the ribs. And then exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now just check in and see if you're using your neck muscles and see if you can relax your neck. Inhale, squeeze your mat, telescope the ribs. Exhale, pull the low belly in, lengthen the tailbone. You can see if your thumbs can kind of guide the tailbone down towards the ground. Inhale, telescope the ribs, open the chest towards the ceiling. We are not going into a back bend. Exhale, squeeze your mat, lengthen the tailbone towards the ground. Pull the low belly in. Inhale, telescope the ribs. Exhale, pull the low belly in. Lengthen the tailbone and squeeze your mat. Pull the low belly in again. Inhale, telescope your ribs and then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now see if you've made a little space so you can do that without tensing your neck. Inhale, release. Remove mat. Come down into a seated position or a seated side bend. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over. Exhale, come to neck release. Inhale, reach the arm up. And then bring the hand on your head. The head is the last thing up. And come to the other side. Exhale, come into neck release. Inhalation, lift the chest away from the hips. Exhale, open the chest slightly towards the ceiling, reach through the right arm. Relax your neck. Inhale, reach up. Your hand on the side of the head. And then set up for Shavasana. If you prefer to be in a seated position, instead of laying down, you can do that. Keeping quiet. Now we will count to 12, and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak any language. Let's stop for a second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment, without rush, without engines. We would all be together in sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would not look at his hurt hands. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victories with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade, doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of the threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now I'll count up to 12, and you keep quiet, and I will go. When you're ready, roll onto your side. Gently press yourself to a seated position. Bring your palms together in front of the chest. Namaste.
Namaste.
Happy Friday.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you. Next week is still same time?
Same time, same place.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
I guess probably a lot of people, they have kids at home. I think it's, this time is the school start.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the schedule is because my kids are too little for school.
I see.
So they're not doing the online classes.
I see.
But I suppose maybe they're starting at 9 o'clock. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten any feedback.
Okay. So far, yeah, I feel it's such a good time and such a good opportunity for us. I appreciate.
Me too.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.